Hello everyone and welcome back to 55 Fitness. My name is Emily and today we have 55 Fitness instructor Sam with us. She's going to guide us through a workout. 55 Fitness specializes in group fitness classes and personal training for women ages 55 plus. At 55 Fitness, no one ever feels intimidated, overwhelmed, out of shape or out of place. I'm Emily. Come and join us. Okay, hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a quick core workout. So we're going to be starting with a couple breath exercises, a couple warm-up exercises for that core, and then we'll get into 3 quick core exercises. Throughout the workout today, I'm going to be showing you the more advanced versions of the exercises, and Emily is going to be showing us the modifications, okay? So if anything feels too much, you can follow along with Emily, or if you want that extra challenge, you can follow along with me. But don't worry, we will talk you through it, so we will just get started. Sounds good. So we're going to start down on our mat, just warming up that core and that diaphragm with some big deep breaths. So we're going to lay back on our mat. I want you to place your hands on that low belly. So right about here, I want you to think as when you take a big inhale, your belly's going to raise. And as you exhale, belly falls. We're going to do that 4 times through. So big inhale, belly raises. And exhale, belly falls. Big inhale, belly raises. Big exhale, belly falls. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Deep inhale and exhale. Nice work. So for our next warm-up exercise, we're going to be getting into our 90-degree thigh push. So what's going to happen is we're going to bring our legs to a reverse tabletop position. That means our knees are stacked right over our hips and our feet are flexed out in front. You're going to take your hands, placing them on the thigh, and from here what's going to happen is we're going to actively press our hands in towards our thighs as we try to bring our knees in towards our chest. So that counteraction is going to really fire up that core. We're going to do 2 times through, holding for 20 seconds each time. All right, in this one, I want you to be really mindful of that breath, so keep those deep breaths coming, inhale and exhale as we hold. All right, so getting set up in our reverse tabletop position. Knees over hips, hands can come onto the thigh, low back presses into the mat, and we're gonna start that first press in 3, 2, 1. You're gonna think about press, 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 so really try to press those legs away from your body as you're trying to pull your knees in towards your chest. Keep that low back down the entire time. Keep that breath going, holding here. You're almost there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Little recovery. We're gonna do the same thing 1 more time through, okay? So again, maybe try to press a little bit harder into those thighs. So knees up, hands to thighs, and we press in 3, 2, 1. It's that press, press, press. Really think about driving your knees in towards your chest. That core is fired up. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Holding here, almost there. Press, press, press. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. All right, we're gonna be flipping over, so slowly rolling onto your side. We're gonna make our way to a tabletop position, and we're gonna get into our modified plank position. So setting up with those knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, we're gonna slowly walk those hands out to find our modified plank position. So that means I want you to think of a nice long line from your knee all the way to the top of your head. Belly pulls to spine. Okay, wrists are gonna be stacked right underneath those shoulders. We're gonna be holding here for about 45 seconds, all right? So getting set up. Again, walking those hands out, but making sure wrists are underneath those shoulders. I want you to think about zipping everything up. So core is engaged, seat is engaged, belly pulls to spine. We hold here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Gaze can be down towards the mat. Slightly in front of us, that's gonna keep our neck in that neutral position. Keep that deep breath going, deep inhales and exhales. Pulling that belly in, no sway in that low back. You have 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. We're gonna find a quick child's pose. So knees come apart, toes come together, sinking those hips back in towards those heels. Feeling that release in that low back. And slowly making our way back up. And we're gonna come to a seated position. We're gonna start off with our C curve exercise. So we're gonna get into our C curve 3 to 1. So what that means is we're gonna set up with our feet out in that parallel position. Okay, again, I'm gonna show you one version and Emily's gonna show you the modified. So we're gonna set up, arms are gonna come out. We're gonna find that C curve. So curving through that spine, belly pulls to spine. I want you to think about tucking that pelvis under. From here, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go down 3 little tiny movements. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, little up, okay? I'm gonna be staying in my C curve. My core is gonna stay fired up for the full minute. So my down, 2, 3, little tiny up. Emily is gonna come down, 2, 3, and she's gonna come all the way up, giving herself that little break between. Okay, so we're gonna repeat this move for 1 minute. Getting set up here, arms out long, find that C curve. So belly pulls to spine, tuck that pelvis under, chin up off the chest. We go in 3, 2, 1. Take it down, 2, 3, and up 1. 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 Keep that breath going. 2, 3, and up 1. So close. Down, 2, 3, and up 1. Down, 2, 3, up 1. 10 more. Down, 2, 3, up 1. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Slowly coming up, bringing that spine up nice and long just to stretch out that back before we get into our next one. So our next one, we're gonna be coming down to our mat. In this one, very important that our low back stays pressed against that mat. So belly pulls to spine. We're gonna be taking our legs. There's gonna be a couple modifications to this one. So our goal, or our most advanced option, is gonna be to have those legs up nice and straight. Okay, feet are flexed. We're gonna take just that one side. So just that right leg is gonna drop for 2 and lift. Okay, so it's gonna be a drop and a lift. Everyone's range of motion is gonna be a little bit different here. So I only want you to go as low as you can while you can still keep that low back pressed against the mat. If that's a little bit too much, feel free to do this same option with a slight bend to the knee. Okay, it's gonna be the exact same movement, so you can still follow along with myself and lift. All right, so those kind of are 2 more advanced options. Emily is gonna show you the modified version of that. So if this is a little too much, you'll follow along with Emily.
Okay, so for the modified version, we're gonna keep one leg down. So one foot stays planted to the mat while the other leg extends up. Okay, keeping that bottom leg planted, we're gonna take that top leg, we're gonna draw it down, hovering that leg off the floor, and then drawing it back up to your starting position. So taking it down, nice and slow and controlled, and drawing it back up. So we'll do 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other side.
Perfect. Okay, so are we ready to go? Again, 30 seconds each side. So I want us to bring either that one leg up or both. Belly pulls to the mat. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. It's that drop for 2 and lift. This one's all about that control. The slower you go, the harder it's gonna be.
And keep that breath going. I like to exhale on the way down and inhale on the way up. Really, if you keep breathing throughout the exercise, that is good.
You're already almost there. Drop, 2, and lift. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold it up at the top, switching that leg. We go in 3, 2, 1. Opposite leg drops for 2 and lift. Drop and lift. Again, all about that control. Low back is still suction cup to that mat. Almost there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Hugging those knees in towards the chest. Quick release for that low back. Maybe rock side to side. And we'll get into our final movement. So our next exercise, we're gonna get into that side body. So getting into that oblique, and we're going to get into our bicycle crunch. Again, I'm gonna be showing you the more advanced options, and Emily is gonna go through some of the modifications with you. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna bring our knees again to that reverse tabletop position. So knees right over top of those hips. Hands are gonna come behind the head, chin stays up off the chest, and we're gonna twist into that side body, thinking about bringing that shoulder to that opposite knee, and lower, twist, and lower. So really squeezing into that side body. All right, so this is going to be our more challenging option. If that's a little bit too much, then you can take a look at what Emily's gonna show you over here.
So the easier version would be hands behind the head. We're gonna start with the feet down on the floor, knees bent. Okay, you're gonna think of drawing the shoulder to the opposite knee as you lift that foot off the floor. So we're gonna lift up and then lower back down, and then trying the other side. Lifting shoulder to opposite knee. Always think of lifting that shoulder up, not the elbow, because I don't want the elbow coming in and then you crunching your chin towards your chest. So really keeping chin off the chest, guiding that shoulder towards that knee the entire time.
All right, are we ready to go?
Sounds good.
So laying back on our mat, hands behind the head. Again, chin stays up off of that chest. I'm gonna find that reverse tabletop position. We go for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. So thinking about using your breath with this exercise, thinking of exhaling on your twist, inhaling as you come back to center.
Keep that chin off of your chest. Almost think like you have an orange in between your chin and your chest. You're trying not to squish that orange at all as you go.
If we are in that more advanced option, making sure we're pulling that belly to your spine.
Keep that breath going, we're almost there.
So close, finishing strong. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Right away, we're gonna come into our pencil stretch. So I want you to reach your fingertips and your toes to the opposite ends of your space, feeling that release in the core. A couple deep breaths here. When we're ready, slowly bringing those knees in towards the chest, giving them that squeeze, that hug, rocking side to side, massaging out that low back. When we're ready, slowly rolling onto our side. And we're gonna make our way to a tabletop position. And we're gonna get into a couple rounds of our cat and cow. So setting up wrists right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. Finding that neutral position to start. I want you to lead with that tailbone as we press that spine up towards the ceiling.
Really think of looking towards your belly button, really flexing that spine as much as possible.
And making that transition to our cow pose. So leading again with that tailbone, gaze can come up towards the ceiling, feeling that release in that core. Do this one more time through. So again, leading with the tailbone, one vertebrae at a time, sending that spine up towards the sky.
Try not to stop your breath at all. Keep breathing.
And making that change again, leading with the tailbone. Gaze comes up. Feeling that release in the core. Finding that neutral position, and we're gonna finish off in a child's pose. So I want you to bring your knees apart, toes together, and you're gonna send your hips back in towards your heels. Keeping that stretch active, so keeping those arms up off of the ground. Finding those slow breaths again. Deep inhales and deep exhales. And whenever you're ready, slowly coming on up. And you guys have made it through your core workout for the day. So awesome job.
Yes, that was great. Thank you so much, Sam, for that core workout. So if you like what you saw today, please subscribe to our channel. And if you are in the Winnipeg area, you can check out our classes. If you want information about our classes here in the studio, you can check out our website, www.55fitness.com. And we also offer online classes, so you can catch them anywhere in the world if you have Wi-Fi. So thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.